That's it. Okay, so anyway, there's thoughts and feelings going on, right? And you notice thoughts and feelings, right? You're having thoughts and feelings right now. Like maybe you got a laugh out of my little joke, right? And you notice that you got a laugh out of it. You notice you got an emotional response. You notice there were thoughts. What is the noticer? What is that which notices? Consciousness. Very interesting. And the deeper that science digs into the nature of consciousness, because remember, science, what are they peddling? They're peddling this idea that consciousness is a product of electrical impulses in the brain. And the thing is, guys, the deeper they dig, the more that it's starting to look like consciousness exists independently of the body. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting indeed? So they were sure that they were going to find it there in the brain, but they didn't. They did not find it there in the brain. And again, the deeper they dig, the more it's starting to look like it's not coming from the brain. It existed before the body. That's what they are starting to think. So that's spiritualism in a nutshell, and twin flames, which is the same thing. Your twin flame is your spirit. They are your soul. You got to do soul stuff. No healing, no clearing karma. None of that stuff is going to help you. It actually makes them run harder. Okay, guys, look at this shit at the bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Wands. So, Divine Masculine. And then judging from some of these other cards that came out, it's kind of starting to look like Divine Masculine is going to be not just like coming back into your physical life in a different way. So like if they've got you blocked, of course they'll unblock you. They're going to start talking to you again. But it's like I just get clinginess, like clinginess, neediness. Not really in a bad way though. Maybe those aren't great words to be using, because when we think of clinginess and neediness, it's like annoying kind of energy, right? But I mean, they're going to be very attached to you. They're going to want to be around you, is what I'm getting at here. And again, your twin flame, they could be running, they could have you blocked, they could be shit posting on social media about how fucking ass great their life is. Guys, it's bullshit. Their karmic situation is a train wreck. Okay? They're just not being honest about that. Nobody does. Nobody does, right? Some of us do. I do, but most people do not. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles in reverse, recent past. This isn't working. I don't know what I'm going to do. This situation sucks. I don't even like these people. Divine Masculine, again, they've had you on their mind very much lately, and they're considering what their next move is that they're going to make.
Let me suggest don't.
And I'm thinking it's going to be a smart one, but in the past, not so much. So here we go. Recent past, Divine Masculine towards their karmic situation, the Magician in reverse next to the Queen of Swords. Well, guys, at least they're figuring it out. And at least they're getting some honesty and even some feedback from their friends, getting tongue-tied, from some of their friends and family. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing, guys. That situation's not good for you. It could be a job. It could be family. It could be a relationship. It often is a relationship. But whatever it is, guys, whatever the deal is with your twin flame, guys, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Give me your input. Like, what is the deal? What is this Magician in reverse? What is the thorn in Divine Masculine's side? What is the so-called karmic situation? What are they struggling with? Because I really get the feeling that, I mean, it's usually a relationship, but there's a lot of other things too, guys. And I am the world's leading twin flame coach. Almost 6,000 students to date. I've caused thousands of unions. My twin flame is permanently in my life. Guys, I got to tell you from experience, there's a lot of variety in that other, I don't know, whatever it is, 25% of people where it's not a relationship. Very, very interesting what Divine Masculine puts themselves through. It's kind of like, I heard this saying a couple of weeks ago, humans are really good at creating problems for themselves, like making their life more complicated unnecessarily, and then making excuses for it. And that's kind of what Divine Masculine is going through right now. Okay, so towards you, Divine Feminine, recent past, again, this is old energy. It did transform quite a bit because you are transforming, Divine Feminine. We're going to get to that in a second. Four of Cups and the Star in reverse. So not a lot of interest there, not a lot of free-flowing energy, not a lot of willingness to talk to you, to make a trade, to think equally. You know what I mean? Just not interested. And at the same time, the Star in reverse, yeah, Divine Masculine, you know that this is your destiny. You know this is your destiny. He, she, right? Your twin flame, like my twin flame, is a woman. You call her Divine Masculine. I'm Divine Feminine. Why? Well, it's duality, guys. It's not really based on biological sex. It's that push-pull. It's yin-yang, okay? The mind is duality. So when you focus on your twin flame, mentally, emotionally, or metaphysically, they're going to focus on anything but you. You focus on them, they don't focus on you, right? You push, they pull away. That's why they're running, guys. It has nothing to do with the narrative, the story. And you look on the internet, and people get into all these like weird metaphysical, psychological modalities that they don't seem to have any like basis in anything concrete, like any foundational thing. You know what I mean? Like healing and clearing karma and clearing your chakras and balancing your inner feminine and masculine and all that new agey stuff. And I mean, I'm not even saying that stuff is necessarily bad, but guys, that's why your twin flame is running, because you're thinking too hard about it. Okay? That's why they run. And there's all this weird terminology too. You know, like when you're...
Get the fuck on then, go.
Fourth, third eye chakra system is in the fifth house during Aquarius. Gemini is in the sun's rear fourth sector. We're going to clear our chakras together and have Kundalini spiritual experiences together, and I'm waiting for Divine Masculine to awaken, and they got to go through stage 38.571, and then once they get through stage 38.571, then we can clear our karma together and go on our mission together. It's all this complicated bullshit
for real.
On the internet, which really amounts to a bunch of snowflakey stuff, I don't know, soulmate coaching perhaps. And guys, again, I'm not talking crap. It's just... it's the internet, guys. That's what.
Sometimes he talks like, "Oh, we fulfill our purpose." He talks shit about it, but he like fucking fulfills it, making fun of it, dude.
You're gonna get, right? No, guys, it's simple. Your twin flame is your soul. Your twin flame is your soul. In case you skipped the intro to this video, this is all that's going on, guys. The higher self in heaven. There's no such thing as time. Albert Einstein, right? He proved that there's no such thing as time. So this is the higher self in heaven. Your past life in the year 1750, 1870, present day, there's you in Divine Masculine, and there's a future incarnation. The soul does that, guys. It incarnates. It comes down here because it wants experiences. That's all this is, guys. And when consciousness appears more than once on the same plane of existence, it polarizes. And so at the level of the mind, again, I'm not reinventing the wheel. You might not have ever heard of this before, but this is ancient Zen spiritualism that I'm talking about right now. Not the new agey stuff, not the Fruity Loop, new age Fruit Loop stuff, okay? The soul is consciousness. The mind is thought. You are body, mind, soul. You just have to know how these things work. These are ancient Zen teachings. The mind is separation consciousness. The soul is unity consciousness. That's where those words came from, guys. Separation, union. And detaching, too. When you do transcend the separation consciousness of the mind, they call that detaching. Guys, this is your spiritual ascension, and you just have to treat it that way. And I mean, gosh, Divine Masculine, it's having an effect on them, guys. That's why this Five of Pentacles would be coming out. You're ascending spiritually. Divine Masculine will do anything to get you back into their life. They're not going to let you go, Divine Feminine. Again, maybe they're just not ready to talk about it right now, but remember this, the
shit her off the pot.
Narrative doesn't matter. The narrative doesn't matter. The story, the history, what happened between you and Divine Masculine at this time, and what was said here, and then there's the situation going on in this one, and I got to get this person over here in alignment, and then I got to get all the stars and the cards lined up, and I got to clear my chakras at 4:38 p.m. on January 27th, because that's when the stars line up and Venus is in the correct parallel path for me to do my healing. And no. You don't need any of that stuff, guys. You are a soul. You are a soul. You carry with you a body and a mind. The body and the mind are duality, yin yang, divine feminine, divine masculine, push pull, plus minus, light dark, alpha omega. Albert Einstein called it relativity. These are ancient spiritual teachings.
Smart and stupid.
Science, by the way, science is just now proving this stuff that spiritual masters have been saying for thousands of years. Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, Yogananda, right? Ram Dass, Eckhart Tolle, just to name a couple of modern ones. Okay, the soul is non-duality. It's consciousness. You don't need healing. Okay, you're not broken. You just have a case of mistaken identity. That's what I tell my students. Guys, you are your twin flame. That's why these cards come out. I mean, look at this shit. Guys, they're not going to stay in that situation. I mean, come on, the Fool next to the Seven of Wands. Guys, Divine Masculine has values, and they're out. I'm out. I'm checked out. Peace. It's the Fool. I'm leaving, dude. That's it, guys. Divine Masculine is not staying in that situation, and I don't care what they're telling you. Now, again, why is this happening? Because you are your twin.
In fact, they don't say anything at all and try to hide as much as possible that they're watching and listening to me right now. But I don't know that because I'm an asshole.
Flame. You are awakening spiritually, Divine Feminine. You are them. You are your twin flame. You don't have to do any healing. You don't have to worry about the narrative, the situation, the story. The story doesn't matter with your twin flame. You are your twin flame, and you are consciousness. You are one being with them. You just have to remember that, and you can't think your way there. You can't understand what that is. Consciousness is not thought. I'm not reinventing the wheel. These are ancient Zen spirits. Warning! Warning! Not sure, no problem. Just go check out my free coaching videos all over my YouTube channel.
I fucking hate commercials.
And see what I'm all about, guys. Divine Masculine, they're not going to let this one go, guys. I mean, come on, the Lovers next to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they're not going anywhere, guys. This is just some fucking drama. You are your twin flame. You are ascending spiritually. That's why there's the obsessive thinking, the dark night of the soul, the sense of meaninglessness. Right, it's your ego personality breaking down so that the unity consciousness of your soul can emerge. Guys, go watch my free coaching videos or sign up for my paid coaching if you want everything on a silver platter. But if you want to see what I'm all about, guys, I cracked the code. I figured it out. And by the way, what did I do to crack the code? Am I special? Not really, guys. I just kind of noticed that this is exactly the same as transcendentalism. You just have to take transcendentalism and apply it to your twin flame situation. That's all you have to do, guys.